are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner, here comes Knight, and the Mets win it!
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy with those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
3-2 to
telling all your friends the party never ends. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. They suck.
Hi. Sorry about that. some slight technical difficulties, but we got to figure it out. But it just kind of threw me off a little bit. Hi, everybody. Hi. It's the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. Thanks for joining us. We are coming at you live right here from Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York. Thanks for joining us. You see the graphic. Where is it? Right there. Please hit those thumbs up and the likes, and then share the link to everywhere and tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Governor's Comedy Club podcasts. Thanks for joining us. Let me get that one graphic out of my head. Where should I put it? I'll put it down here. Boom. Bam. Done. Okay. It's a big mess, isn't it? There's just graphics everywhere in random places. Let me see. Let's see. Should I fix this up a little bit? Should I put the social media one? Oops, hang on. The social media, maybe I'll put that above my head, and I'll move Knockem Dead to the corner. And let's see, I'll move the hotline down to the corner. Is that better? So I got a graphic in every corner and then the social media right above my head. Yeah, I guess it's a little better. All right. See, I'm all thrown off, man. I don't like... It's so tough doing a show by myself. I couldn't get a guest today. Now, I'm yelling at myself. I didn't ask Jay to come in. I should have just reached out to Jay, but I didn't. I asked several people. But nobody could commit to today. So I'm going to talk for a little while, but thankfully it's Tuesday Trivia. So hopefully you guys will be chiming in with your answers when we start playing. Otherwise, it'll be a very quick Tuesday Trivia. So, all right, but we're the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Hope everybody's well. It's a beautiful Tuesday. It's hot out there. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the show yesterday. I enjoyed it. We had Stuart Marcus. My brother Frank was here. They were promoting a concert that's going on this Sunday at Eisenhower Park, which is a famous park in central Nassau County. It's only maybe 10 minutes from here. But it's a concert that honors Harry Chapin. Harry Chapin, he had the song Taxi, he had the song WOLD. Probably his biggest hit is Cats in the Cradle. Some other great songs. Very popular in Long Island. His time has gone. It's been 42 years since he died, but and I think as years have gone on, he's his fame unfortunately has not withstood so much. But when he was alive, he was pretty big, and he was one of the Long Island greats. I don't know. I don't know if he was up there with Billy Joel, but he was pretty high up there. And just very charitable man. Did a lot of charitable work, especially here in Long Island. So so for 20 years now, they've been doing a show every year at Eisenhower Park where they honor him, and a bunch of Long Island musicians play Harry songs. And all they ask is that you bring canned goods that you can donate. But I actually do believe, Stuart said yesterday they do accept cash as well. So, we had a good time talking to Jason Chapin, Harry's son. That's not easy to say. Jason Chapin. See, I can't even... Jason Chapin. Like Harry Chapin's easy to say, and his brother Tom Chapin. But Jason Chapin, I don't know. I don't find it easy to say. So, we had a good time with him yesterday. He was a good sport. I was joking around with him a little bit. And it just kind of, after the show was over, it just kind of got me thinking how much I enjoy the show and enjoy all the shows here at Gov's Comedy Club podcast. It's interesting to me. I never, if it wasn't for this show, I wouldn't even talk to most of the people that, come on as guests or come into the studio, whatever it is. Never in a million years that I think I'd have a conversation with, Harry Chapin's son, or, Kevin Pollak when he was on, or Bill Champlin, who was in the band Chicago for 30 years. We've had, cast members from The Sopranos, Kerry Godliman, who's been on some of Ricky Gervais's TV shows. He was on it. She played the wife that died on Afterlife. And what was that other one he had where he played the special needs guy? She was on that show too. She was one of the nurses. Yeah, and then even tonight, Hershey and the Keegs, they're on tonight at 9. They're going to be talking to Fathering Autism is the name of the, I don't want to call it a web series, but is it TikTok or Instagram? It's just a series, where they just regularly do videos. It's a family. I don't remember where they're from, but they have an autistic daughter, and they just, they're just documenting their lives with her. The whole family documenting their lives with her. So that's tonight at 9 on with Hershey and the Keegs. It's just a lot of interesting people come through here, and it's just really cool. So Hershey and the Keegs, and even speaking of autism, Joey Petroni brought in some special needs guys the last time he was here, which was really cool. Joey Petroni brings in really interesting guests, people you might not know, but very interesting people, great comedians. Of course, we have the Wirt. And even last night, hope you enjoyed Tom Sanfilippo's return to Flip Tracks. He had his buddy Andy, was that his name? Oh, forgive me, I forget his name. But I love being in here for Flip Tracks. Those guys, Tom Sanfilippo, man, that guy can play guitar, and it's just great stuff. Hello, Kenny Friedberg. Nice to see you. Glad to see somebody's commenting. We're going to get to the Tuesday trivia in a little bit. What we do, we just ask random trivia questions, and you guys can answer them in the comment thread, and I'll read them and make fun of you for being wrong. So what do we got? All right. And speaking of great guests, of course, Thursday on this show, we got Brandon Lacaruba. He'll be here Thursday. Friday, Andy Plagenos, of course. He's always here at me on Fridays. This Friday, we have Gina and Tom from the group Bad Animals. Bad Animals is a tribute band to the band Heart. Hello, Andrew Fremder. Thank you for commenting. You guys know the band Heart, Barracuda, Magic Man, Crazy on You, Alone, All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You. So many great songs. What a great band. Ann Wilson, one of the greatest voices ever, in my opinion. I believe Gina, who's coming in, I believe she plays the Nancy Wilson part. That's the blonde that plays the guitar. And then Tom Cavanaugh is the lead guitar player. Tom Cavanaugh he's been a superstar on the Long Island music scene for at least 30 years. He's tremendous. He was a part of Almost Queen for a while. He currently also has a Johnny Cash tribute. He's just fantastic. So looking forward to that on Friday. On Monday, Jules will be here. On Tuesday, next Tuesday, I'm assuming he will be here. He could not make it today, but I'm assuming he will be back. But we also have Austin Brooks coming in next Tuesday to join us for some Tuesday trivia. Very excited. Have not seen Austin Brooks in a long time. He is, however, that's what I need to tell you guys. He is this Friday going to be on Conversations. No, not Friday. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night and next Wednesday, we have bonus episodes of Donversations for you. Tomorrow's Austin Brooks. Friday, Don has... I forgot her name already. But then next Wednesday, Don will be talking to Andy Plagenos. And then Tom Daddario, comedian Tom Daddario, next Friday. Rose-Colored World says, what about them? Rose-Colored World are just about to sign a record deal. Very excited for them. Wow. That's fantastic. I'm very happy for them. However, I'm a little surprised. I mean, is that still what bands do? Kenny, it just seemed like record labels were on their way out. It just seemed like people just I guess the record label can still get you on iTunes and all the platform streaming services, right? That's fantastic. Rose Colored World, they were in here once. They're fantastic. Where are they, Kenny? In L.A.? Great band, fun people. Yeah, had a really good time with them. I got to dig that episode up and watch it. I haven't seen that in a long time. But that's Kenny Friedberg's son. So congratulations. Get us the details, Kenny. And if they're signing a deal, then they must be getting back to go on tour and stuff. We got to get them back in here when they're in the area. So Rose Colored World, if you didn't see them in here, if you didn't see that episode, look it up. Look them up. The music's really good. Rose Colored World. So Austin Brooks, he's going to be on Conversations tomorrow night. Special bonus episode. He's going to be in here with us next Tuesday. Andy Plajanos will be in here on Friday. And then on Conversations, a bonus episode next Wednesday. Now, you might be saying to yourself, why do we have bonus episodes of Conversations? And why isn't Austin Brooks and Andy Plajanos? Well, I'll tell you why. Don Sill, Andy Plajanos, Austin Brooks, myself, and a great group of other people are in the movie Comic Sans. Comic Sans, I said. There it is. Great movie, written, directed, starring, produced, Don Sill. And he plays all the roles. Co-produced by me, co-directed by my son Zach. A great crew, a great cast. Eric Haft, you see there. Joey Petroni, Shari Poland, Jeff Bosey, Carrie Caravis, Joey Cola, Andy Plajanos, myself. So, Austin, he's on Conversations tomorrow night. Andy Plajanos the following Wednesday, because we're promoting Comic Sans again. That's right. The Long Beach International Film Festival kicks off July 26th. It's a Wednesday night, starts at 7 p.m. Kicking off the festival is Comic Sans. The very first movie you're going to see to kick off this festival is Comic Sans, which we're very excited about. It's quite the honor. The opening of an international film festival is exciting. There's should be hopefully a lot of people there. There'll be other movies playing that night, and we hope you purchase a ticket. We would appreciate the support, and would love to see you all. And we don't know if there's prizes or what, but it's an international film festival, and it's a pretty big deal. People come from all over for this one. There have been some big names who have attended this festival in the past, so we're really hoping to get some exposure out of this and maybe network with some people and get Comic Sans out there a little bit. The goal is to find someone or a company to bankroll it so we can continue making them. Comic Sans is a short film. It's only 30 minutes, and it stands alone fine as a movie, as a short film, but it also could be a great pilot, and we would love to make more of them. We would love to turn it into a series, but we can't afford it. So we're hoping to find somebody who will bankroll it, and and maybe see where we can go with it. Andrew Fremder, when I asked Don for a role in his movie, the only role he gave me was an eye roll. We should do that. We should give you a role in the next movie where you tell the jokes that you tell in our comments, and then we yank you off the stage. So that's Wednesday, July 26th, starts at 7 p.m. The very first movie, the kickoff the event, the Long Beach International Film Festival. Comic Sans, very excited, and we hope that you guys will purchase a ticket and come see it. Carrie Caravis, I do believe, is coming. Joey Cola, unfortunately, will be out of town. He's performing. But I'm hoping the rest of the cast will be there. That would be really cool. And it's been already a year since we started making the movie. I think we finished it in August, if I remember right. So I can't believe it's already been a year. Time just, I think I always say it on here. I'm always amazed how fast time flies. But be nice to have the cast together again. Be nice, and it would be great to make more of them. So even if you don't go, if you know anybody who wants to produce a series. All right, so that's what's going on. A lot of great stuff happening. The day before, Tuesday, July 25th, you can catch me on the Gagoot Show with Benny and Jen. And should I get it? Second time he's called already, so I think I'm just going to get it over with. Hello.
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 How you doing there, Tony Baloney?
I'm doing all right there, DJ Freeway. Where are you right now?
How was July 4th?
My July 4th was great. It sounds like you're at a party right now. What's going on back there?
I'm right now on Top Golf right now.
Oh, you're golfing?
No, Top Golf.
I'm sorry, what?
Top Golf.
Top golf?
Top Golf. Top. Like Top Golf?
Oh, all right. You having fun?
I have a blast.
Oh, very nice. And who's back there? I hear a lot of voices.
What's up with you, Tony? How you been anyway, bro?
Doing all right, pal. Doing all right. So,
what's up with you? Dude?
Who's with you, Michelle?
No, Michelle's not there no more.
Oh, that's right.
That's it. But she's still with the agency, but she's like not with me no more.
Oh, okay. So who's with you now?
Hmm? So when can I come back?
We'll figure something out. You gonna rap for us?
Actually, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Did anybody call from the Walkie Talkie Pro app yet?
The who?
Somebody called and asked for me. Do you know anything about that?
Somebody called where and asked for you?
He asked about me. Did anybody call?
No, nobody called here to ask about you. No.
All right, cool. All right, thanks, Tony.
Why?
I got a rap for today too. I got a rap for you guys today.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yo, I'm DJ Loving the Place to Be. I'm Top Golf. Come on to see me, but guess what? I got a lot of people on Instagram, man. I got 491 people. You guys can't beat me, man. That's what my name is, DJ Loving the Place to Be. Man, I don't know what I'm doing next, but guess what? Pretty soon, I'm going to be going, man. I don't know what I'm doing next. But guess what? All my lovely people out there say what's up and saying what's going on. But my name is DJ Love, and I do stuff for real, man. Yo. DJ Love, the place to be.
Nice job, pal. Nice job. Well, you enjoy yourself over there. And say hi to everybody.
I will, definitely will, Tony.
Okay,
There's
pal.
one more thing before I leave.
Yep.
See you later, homies.
See you later, homies. DJ D-Lo checking in. We got him through it nice and quickly. All right. Oh, yeah. So I was talking about, I was supposed to, I think it was back in May, I was supposed to do Benny and Jen's The Gagoot Show over there at Strong Island. I had to cancel on them last minute, and I felt bad, and you don't want to piss off Benny Rizzuti. So Benny gave me a bunch of dates. We settled on July 25th. I will be appearing on the Gagoot Show over there on Strong Island, and Benny and Jen are coming in here at some point. I think late July, early August. I'm not even sure. I have to find out. But they're doing a show in the Giga Room in August. So they got that coming up. Also at Governor's, don't forget Hugh and Travis's show next week. I believe it's the 21st. Brandon's got his show on the 22nd. So lots of great stuff going on at Governor's. This weekend, you can see Orlando Jones, Kevin Downey Jr., Teddy Smith, Johnny McDonald, Roy George, Greg Criticos, Hugh Murray, Gino Bisconti, Drew Dunn, and a great lineup of comedians. Those are just some of the names you'll see on the Governor's stage this weekend. Go to govs.com, govs.com. And in September, in the fall, you can catch Knockem Dead Comedy at the Brokerage and at McGuire's. We got some dates there. Go to govs.com, check out the dates, or go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. Check out the dates. Find out what we got going on. We're at that meatball place in August. And, of course, on KnockemDeadComedy.com. You can get more information on us, who we are, what we do. If you'd like to hire Knockem Dead Comedy for your corporate event, for your fundraiser, for your personal event, whatever you got going on. All the details are there. And, of course, this place, if you'd like to host your own show. Or if you just want to do like a one-time thing, a regular show, you just want to record something and put out on your own, you need some voiceover stuff going on, we got you covered right here. We got cameras, we got microphones, we got Zoom, we got stuff. And we'll take good care of you. So get in touch with us. The best way to get us is through our Facebook page. That's probably the easiest way to reach us. Governor's Comedy Club Podcasts. I'm a fan of method acting, says Fremder, so it would be an easy part for me to play the person that nobody likes. Yeah, we'll have to work that in. I think that would be really funny. All right, so let's see what's going on. We're going to get to Tuesday trivia in a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to go to 12:30 today because, again, I'm by myself. Who wants to hear me talk by myself for an hour and a half? And I don't know, not a lot of people commenting, just Fremder and Kenny. It's Tuesday trivia, man. I need more people here if we're going to do this. Damn it. Noel Gallagher. Saturday night was doing a concert in New York. The place was evacuated so police could respond to a bomb threat at the venue. Gallagher was set to perform with his band, the High Flying Birds, at the Saratoga Performing Arts Center, along co-headliner Garbage and opening act Metric. Garbage, they've been around a long time. But following the first two sets, a message appeared on the screen that read, "Attention, at this time we will need to evacuate the venue. We ask that you calmly proceed to the nearest exit. Please follow directions of staff and police officers. For the safety of everyone, please do not rush or push. Thank you for your cooperation." New York State Park Police issued a statement. On July 8, 2003, the New York State Park Police, New York State Police, Saratoga Springs Police Department, Troy Police Department, and Saratoga County Police, Saratoga Springs, responded to a bomb threat at Saratoga Performing Arts Center. Out of abundance of caution, the concert was suspended, and concert attendees were evacuated without incident. Canines completed a sweep of the venue after the crowd exited with negative results. The incident is under investigation. It will be investigated as making a terroristic threat, which is a Class D felony. I was just up in Saratoga 2 weeks ago to perform. The only thing resembling a bomb at that event was my gas. Fremder, I would have come in today, but the other day you took the invite back after I told a bad joke. That's pretty much the way it goes. You're invited all the time, but then we always take it back because you have bad jokes. I never understood bomb threats. There were a few years back when my kids were in high school. Their high school received a bomb threat. It was I think it was at least 4 times in 1 month. I think it was 5 actually, but it was at least 4. It was insane, man. Because you unfortunately, you can't just blow it off. Well, you can blow off a bomb. You can't just disregard the phone call or however the threat comes in. So the kids, they evacuated the school, the high school every time. And it was insane. We have to, all right, somebody's got to go pick the kids up. We got to do this, got to do that. And it was craziness. I don't condone it, but I understand it when you're a kid. You do stupid things like that. You do pranks. But outside of that, you must really hate Noel Gallagher or hate that Saratoga Performing Arts Center or something. To make a false bomb threat, I don't know. I just never saw the humor in it. What are you thinking? That's a big deal. And it sucks for those people that were there. The fear they must have had and the aggravation of, they spend their hard-earned money to see a show and then, it doesn't happen. But yeah, the fear. If you remember we used to do a segment on here, Rick's movie picks. Rick Beck, he was in Vegas. Remember the Vegas shooting? He was actually there for that. And I just can't imagine the level of fear that goes through your head when you're involved in something like that or something like a bomb threat. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Noel Gallagher played, I think it was last night in Central Park, and that went over without a hitch. There's Andy Plajanos. Isn't it a bomb threat when you're on a comedy flyer? Well, according to Paul Fields, it is. Fremder, there wouldn't be any problem with bomb threats in schools if they just had a bomb diffusing class you can take. All right, call your district and propose it and put one together. I was also reading about this this movie, Sound of Freedom. It's causing quite a stir, this movie. From what I hear, it's a hard movie to watch because it's based on true events. This movie is based around child trafficking. And apparently, apparently they really go full throttle with it, where they they don't hold back on the truth about certain organizations and people that are behind it. I heard it's a hard movie to get through, not because it's bad, just because of the content, because what the subject matter. And supposedly, I haven't seen this movie yet. I do plan on going to see it this week and next week. But apparently there's some kind of hint that a lot of people in Hollywood are involved in child trafficking or something, and now and they're trying to sabotage this movie from being seen. I heard that some theaters, when you go to get tickets, they'll tell you it's sold out when it's not, or they'll tell you that the movie isn't working, or the lights went out, or, they're playing games. This is all the stuff I'm reading. I have no idea what's true, what's not anymore, but somebody's yelling out there. But yeah, so but the reason I bring it up is for none of those reasons, actually. The movie stars Jim Caviezel, who I'm sure you know. He's been around a while. So I bring him up because there's rumors that, if you remember, he made the movie The Passion of the Christ. That's the one Mel Gibson directed. And there's supposedly they might be making a second one with, again, Gibson and Caviezel. So, Caviezel did actually confirm that they're working on a script. Okay, for a sequel. So talking about The Passion of the Christ, Jim Caviezel revealed that when he was filming that movie, he was struck by lightning. He was hit in the head with a cross that they were using for the film, but the cross weighed over 150 pounds. It fell on my head, and the impact caused him to bite through his tongue and his cheek. And you can actually see that in the film. You see blood streaming out of my mouth. The actor's left shoulder was also dislocated. I put the accent on dislocated. He was struck by lightning on the last shot of the movie. The cast and crew were filming the Sermon on the Mount scene, and on the fifth take, Caviezel was struck. The lightning strike led to 2 heart surgeries, including an open heart surgery, along with lots of medication. And they made that movie in 2004. The lightning strike caused problems for him for the next 10 years. Now, you're making a movie about Christ. All those things happened to you while making a movie about Christ. I'm taking that as a sign. Maybe I shouldn't be making this movie. Or maybe I should maybe at the very least make some changes to this movie. I definitely would not be making a second one. You got struck by lightning, for Pete's sake. What do you... Thank goodness there's no trains in a Christ movie. Or 18-wheelers. Holy moly. I mean, God didn't get you with the lightning, so, I mean, you're going to get, attacked by moose, or, I don't know, what animals were around when Christ was around? A bear. I don't know. Something's going to get you. You're going to be like Warner Brothers cartoon. Just an anvil is just going to come out of nowhere and just take you down. It's insane. Struck by lightning, you bit through your tongue and your cheek. Oh, I can't even imagine. And they got to sew it back together, and then it probably swelled up. Talking about it, I don't know what they're talking about. So that's Jim Caviezel, The Passion of the Christ, and The Sound of Freedom. He's a good actor. What was that movie? Frequency, with Dennis Quaid was his father. That's a good movie. All right, let's see what else we got. We're going to get to Tuesday Trivia in about 10 minutes. Hope you guys are going to stick around with us for a while and check that out. Sorry I don't have any guests today. But like I mentioned, we got some great guests coming your way in the next few days and weeks. Andy, if Plajanos, I did mention that you are going to be on Donversations, which we're going to play next Wednesday. We got Austin Brooks tomorrow on Donversations. Then we got Donversations at its regular day and time on Friday. And Don has a wonderful woman, and I can't remember her name. But then next Wednesday will be Andy Plajanos on a special bonus Donversations. The following Friday, comedian Tom DiDario talks to Don. Austin Brooks will be in here next Tuesday. Benny and Jen are coming in soon. We got Bad Animals this coming Friday. Jules will be with me on Monday. Bobby Donahue is going to be coming in soon. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys too. and this will be great for Andy. One of Andy's favorite guests here, and a favorite guest of Jay as well, was Michael Kaplan, the guy who doesn't laugh. Well, Michael, let me see if I can find it real quick. Michael is doing something that I'm sure you'll find hilarious. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, you know what? My apologies. We got Let's Eat Long Island today. Today at 1 o'clock, Let's Eat Long Island will be back. Felix and Allison Persky is going to be on it this week. Yeah, my apologies for failing to bring that up. That's today at 1 o'clock. Chef Felix returns. Let's see, where did it go? Oh, what? What the hell is that? Bear with me a second, guys. Sorry. I wanted to show you something. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, hang on. All right. Put this here, and I go like this, and I go like that, and I press this button. Okay, here we go. Bam. Campaign kickoff. Michael Kaplan. For the first time in a very long time, Brookhaven Town has an experienced candidate running for highway superintendent. A veteran who worked on the roads in Iraq, Islip, and Huntington, a father and grandfather and all-around American hero, Michael Kaplan, running for Brookhaven Town Superintendent of Highways. The campaign kickoff is Thursday, July 13th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Meadow Club in Port Jefferson Station, which is right near Andy. Or you can donate at ActBlue link, secure.actblue.com/donate/Kaplan Kickoff 2. I even tried to get Mike in here today so he can talk about his candidacy, but he did not respond to me, that son of a bitch. So, Mike, that's something you need a sense of humor to do. I bet you it hurt him to smile for that picture, right? He was smiling, right? Yeah, it definitely hurt him to smile for that picture. Look at that. Michael. We should get a comedy show together for him, for this thing. He probably won't even smile that big at a comedy event. So there you go, Mike Kaplan. So Brookhaven is way out east. That way. if you're not from Long Island. Yeah, it's way out east. Big town. Andy Pacino, it's safe to say I won't be voting for him. I'm sure he will find that hilarious. Why wouldn't you vote for him? Just because he doesn't laugh? You don't need a sense of humor to run the highways. What does the superintendent of highways do? Like set up construction? Decide where traffic lights go? I have no idea what they do. But Mike is, he's worked for town of Islip. He's worked for town of Huntington, was it? He's worked for a few different, what's the word I'm looking for? Towns. I could see him doing that job. He doesn't laugh, but I like the guy. I like the guy a lot. Biggest town in the biggest county. What do you mean? In the country? Is Suffolk County the biggest county in the whole country? Or or are we talking New York State? And it's the biggest town. Municipality, that was the word I was looking for a minute ago. And all right, so it's the biggest town. So it's the biggest town. All right. Wait, he doesn't laugh at anything. Sounds like my kind of guy, says from the Plajanos. Unless he is supplanting the current Republican as the Republican candidate, he has no chance. I think I'm not positive, but I think he is Republican. I'm not positive. I'm not positive on that. It's the biggest town in the biggest county in New York State. Oh wow, I did not know that. I'm actually surprised to hear that. You would think, upstate New York with is just wide open spaces. You would think that you'd have big towns up there. I mean, it takes 45 minutes to find a supermarket. So all right. Well, good luck to Mike. Maybe we'll try to get him in here at some point. So all right. Let me just get to trivia. I've seen the amount of viewers drop because I'm boring when I'm by myself, apparently. So I don't know if it's just Fremder and Plajanos. I almost didn't even come in today. My car's in the shop. I had to Uber to get here. $15, including tip, just to get here. Because my car needs a new battery, so I had to drop that off yesterday. So yeah, I almost didn't even come in. But I figured Tuesday trivia. People love Tuesday trivia. I haven't seen Carol here. Vicky has been MIA. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So we're down to 3 viewers, and I'm probably one of them. Actually, I don't think I am because I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. But so we'll do Tuesday trivia. Not every show is going to be kick ass like yesterday, or like this Friday will be, or next Tuesday will be good. I'll tell you that. Looking forward to Austin Brooks being here. I have not seen him in a long time. Wait till you see him tomorrow. Like, he's all grown up now. He's lost some weight. He's got a beard. I can't find Tuesday trivia. Here we go. Okay, there it is. I was hoping yesterday, got all these Harry Chapin people watching yesterday. I was really hoping that and our numbers were good. The viewership numbers are good. I'm really hoping maybe that we got some new viewers to the show. That's what I hope for whenever we bring in, new people or people that aren't, in our world. Jason Chapin contacted me last night, telling me how much fun that he had and what a great host I was. I was feeling all good about myself. Oh wow, we're back up to 6. See, just like that. Wow, I should complain more often. Who's here with us? Andy Pajanos is here. Andrew Fremder is watching. I don't know if Kenny Friedberg is still with us. I haven't seen Kirsten O'Flaherty in a long time. That makes me sad. Haven't seen Elizabeth Batapede in a while. Yeah, Vicky's been MIA. Carol hasn't been on in a few days. And Carol usually tries to get on for Tuesday Trivia. Should I wait? Should I wait a little bit more to see if Carol joins us? I feel like I should jump on it while there's 5 people watching. I mean, I have other things to talk about. I wanted to save some of the stuff for Brandon. Brandon, who you can see live. I'm looking forward to talking to him when he comes in on Thursday because he just played the big club here over the weekend. Did he host or did he feature for Nick Callis? I forget now, but yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing how that went. That's on Thursday. Also on Thursday, Treading Water returns. I don't know who's hosting with Hugh this week. Last week he had Terry McNeely. Travis is still away. I believe Travis is back next week. So yeah, I don't know who's jumping in with Hugh this week. Again, don't forget Felix is on at 1 o'clock. Kristen Danko. Sorry, Kristen Danko is going to be on. I think Bonnie's back. So that's today at 1 o'clock. Tonight at 9, Hershey and the Keegs. They got the family from the Fathering Autism series. See, now I'm back down to 4. All right. So lots of great stuff going on. Tomorrow night, of course, don't forget Circling the Drain. And we're gonna put on a bonus Donversations tomorrow night at 9. I'll post about it and stuff. But that'll be tomorrow night at 9. Donversations. You know what I'm going to do? Before we get to the trivia, I've been pushing and begging and praying for people to come check out Comic Sans at the Long Beach Film Festival. So I'm going to play some scenes from the movie.
I remember the first time you took that stage back in the day on that open mic night. You remember that day? Huh? Who's the one that helped you? Who's the one that helped you work on your material, work on your set, give you the confidence to go back up the next day because you're so scared? Remember that?
You think I owe you for that?
Yeah.
For helping me 20 years ago?
Yes. I think you do.
For giving me 5-minute sets on a Wednesday night.
Look, it's those 5-minute sets that all added up. It's those 5-minute sets that help build your voice, build your style, build your career. It's those 5-minute sets that made you Big Mac.
Hey man, I would have been Big Mac regardless. Regardless of those 5-minute sets, which, by the way, there was no audience. It was all comics. We were performing for each other on your Wednesday night future fucking stars? Come on. I would have made it either way, Billy, because I worked hard. I networked hard. And because I was funny. Did you help me? Yes. But I don't owe you.
I remember.
How long have you known me?
We go
Okay,
back.
we go way back.
Yeah.
Okay, so why can't you get me on the show tonight?
I can't do nothing about it. Look, Melanie, you gotta just relax a little bit.
Grow a pair of balls, asshole, and get me on the show tonight. I don't give a shit what you have to do. I want to be on that show tonight. I told you this. I told you when people come to town that are huge, I want to open for them.
Look, Melanie, calm down, okay? It's called show business, not show friends, okay?
Friends, Billy, you suck. I'm gonna tell everybody in the club that you have a little fucking dick. And I'm not, when I say little, I mean fucking little. My nephew has a bigger dick than you, and he's 3. Listen, how long have you known?
I cannot get enough of that scene with Carrie Carabas. So freaking funny. She didn't tell Don she was going to smack him. That was not in the script. I got to look. I have a bunch of footage. I got to get a gag reel together because when they did that, again, she slapped him and Don's eyes go like that. And then, of course, they cut because if you keep on, like if they didn't cut, you would see Don. His eyes go wide and he just loses it. He just starts cracking up. Lots of fun times on that film. So, I'd love to put a gag reel together. I just don't have time. I'm engineering shows. I'm trying to figure out social media. I'm trying to plan this. I got to work on Tuesday trivia. I got so much going on around here. All right. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed those clips. I'm going to get more clips as well because I'm pushing the shit out of this event. July 26th at 7 p.m., the Long Beach International Film Festival. LongBeachFilm.com, I believe, is the website. Go there, purchase tickets, come support the film. We'd love to see you, and we're very appreciative. And that's what I wanted to tell you. If you come Anybody that comes to that movie, Don Sill will sleep with every single one of you. He told me to tell you that. I want to tell you a cool story about Don Sill that's happening today. I can't give much details. Don got a call, I think it was back in April, from I believe it was a man that he knows. Yeah, I forget if it was a man or a woman, to be honest, but it was a person who's connected to some like an American Idol type show, and they had, but it's very similar. Like they're putting, they're going to have a contest, and they're doing a backstory on all the people, all the contestants, and they had this one guy who was around 30, who was a singer, guitar player, and he, for whatever reason, he had to drop out. So this guy was talking to Don. He's like, Don, you know anybody that fits that? Like in their 30s that plays guitar, that we can replace this kid with? Don's like, nah, I can't really. Nobody really comes to mind, right? And and I think they're about to get off the phone. And all of a sudden, Don's like, all right, whoa, wait a minute. My son is 31. He's a singer, songwriter, guitar player. Like he was just shocked he forgot his own kid. So so this guy was like, all right, well, give me his info. So within a week, Don's son had to fly to Nashville, where they filmed a lot of stuff with him, but they also put him in a recording studio with some top-level session musicians, and they recorded, I don't know what they recorded, an original song, covers, I don't know what they did, but they recorded something. And now, and now this summer, they're filming a lot of the contests and the episodes and whatnot. And Don lives down in North Carolina. Donnie, his son, lives in North Carolina. But he's up in New York this week doing some stuff for it. And so Don is actually with him right now as we speak to watch whatever he's doing in regards to this show. And then, funny enough, a couple of weeks ago, Don gets a call from another person. Say, hey, I got an editing job for you, because Don's a professional editor. It's this show, it's this contest. So his son is in the show, and now Don has been, total coincidence, has been hired to edit this show. How crazy is that? So, so all the best to Donnie. Hope he kicks ass on this show. Not again, I don't know really much about it, and I don't think we're supposed to know any more than that right now at this time, anyway. But all the best to him. Good luck with it, and all the best to Don. It's got to be a thrill to watch your kid, as it was for me during Comic Sans to watch my son. I was actually watching some footage this morning. When we did some rehearsing in here and some filming of scenes in here, I turned these cameras on, which I don't think I even told anybody to this day. So if you're involved in Comic Sans and you're hearing this for the first time, I put the cameras on. So like the first rehearsal we ever did for it, I have, and the second, and some other footage. So I was just watching some this morning, and it was just cool. Like Zach comes walking in at one point. He says, "Okay, so at 4:30 we're recording, and this time we got to do this," and he's calling the shots, and it was really cool to work for him. I really enjoyed it. Hope to do it again. He does a super job, and the kid works hard. So yeah, I can just so I can identify with the thrill Don must be feeling right now. So all the best to those guys. All right, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for Tuesday trivia. The way this works, I ask random trivia questions. You guys can answer them in the comment thread. I do not give out the answers. I ask all the questions. Then I go back to the very first question. I ask them, making all sorts of noise. I go back. I ask them again. I read everybody's answers and then tell you the right answer. There's no prizes, no nothing. However, maybe I will give prizes out this week. Who's watching? Fremder and Plajanos, I guess, and maybe Friedberg. I don't know who's watching. Fremder, I'll make you a deal. If you get 4 out of 10 correct, I will give you free admission for you and a guest to see Kevin Downey Jr. or Teddy Smith? Both shows. Kevin Downey Jr. is Friday at McGuire's. Teddy Smith is Saturday at McGuire's. Fremder, if you get 4 out of 10 correct, I will give you free admission for you and a guest for Friday or Saturday at McGuire's. I haven't seen any comments in a while, so I don't even know if anybody's watching. But, all right, so we're going to try Tuesday Trivia anyway. Gotta get guests. All right. Question number 1. Complete the line. Cruising and playing the radio with no particular place. Finish that line. Cruising and playing the radio with no particular place. Question number 2. Who was the Prime Minister of the UK throughout the 1980s? Who was the Prime Minister of the UK throughout the 1980s? I know YouTube is on a delay, but I don't see any answers for any questions yet. I should just go home. Oh! There's Andy Pajanos with an answer. All right, cool. Question number 3. The movie, Lady Sings the Blues. Who is that movie about? Diana Ross is a star. Great movie. Who is that movie about? Question number 4. Who replaced Timothy Dalton as James Bond? Who replaced Timothy Dalton as James Bond? Timothy Dalton, I'm going to say, could have been one of the worst Bonds. He had no charisma. He had no swagger. He was just, I don't know, he was just deadpan. Question number 5. Who was the highest paid child movie star of the 20th century? That one's pretty obvious if you think about it. Who was the highest paid child movie star of the 20th century? Question number 6. In the TV show Cheers, Sam was a former Major League Baseball pitcher for what team? On the TV show Cheers, Sam Malone was a former Major League Baseball player for what team? Fremda, did you hear what I said before I started reading these questions? Andy Plajanos, do you want free passes this weekend? Another TV question. On the TV show Friends, what was Rachel's last name? On the TV show Friends, what was Rachel's last name? Question number 8. Mike Tyson reigned as the undisputed world heavyweight champion from 1987 to when? I should have brought more trivia questions. That's what I should have done. When I'm by myself, yeah, I got to do more than 10. Because I got to, stretch. Mike Tyson reigned as the undisputed world heavyweight champion from 1987 to when? Next question. What is the meaning of the word limerence? Limerence. Limerence. Limerence? I'm going with limerence. Not licorice. Licorice. Limerence. The meaning of the word limerence. All right, and the last question. This is a long one, so pay attention. I'll go slow. In rural Austria, young women perform a traditional dance wherein they stuff slices of apples in their blank. After the dance is complete, the women go to the man they like and offer him a slice, which is then eaten by the man. This practice indicates that the man would always indulge in sexual pleasure. So what's the body part I'm looking for here? In rural Austria, young women perform a traditional dance wherein they stuff slices of apples in their blank. After the dance is complete, the women go to the man they like and offer him a slice, which is eaten by him. This practice indicates that the man would always indulge in sexual pleasure. This is true, by the way. This is very true. It's weird, and I'm looking forward to seeing your answers. All right. So I will. So it looks like only Pajanos was answering the trivia questions and Fremder a little bit here and there. It's very weird to me how we go to a great show like yesterday and then the next day is just crash and burn. Where's my crash sound effects? Can't find it. Oh, there it is. All right. What completes the lines? Cruising and playing the radio with no particular place. Andy Pajanos to go. No particular place to go. Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry was awesome. Although he was a pervert. Right? He got arrested for... he's been arrested a few times, if I'm not mistaken. But one of the times he installed cameras in the ladies' room of his restaurant. Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll. The movie they made about Chuck Berry, probably the best rock and roll documentary. That's an interesting question. What's your favorite rock and roll documentary? Because there's a ton of them. The Last Waltz is great. The Beatles Get Back, of course, is fantastic. Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll. The History of the Eagles was really good. Very, very honest. And I think I'll go with The Kids Are All Right by The Who. But, I mean, there's a lot of great ones. There's the Remember My Name by David Crosby. The Sheryl Crow one was pretty good. I think it's just called Cheryl. What else? What am I missing? There's definitely some other good ones. The Billy Joel thing where he went to Russia. That the documentary about that trip. That was a very historical event. I mean, it's only music, but that trip to Russia, that was almost like the beginning of the end of the Cold War. And it was like, this is before cell phones and the internet. So this was like the first time, because we were, brought up and brainwashed to believe, that all Russians are bad and they just want to kill us and we hate them, But him going there just, then you watch the documentary, you just see they're people just like us and they just want to rock out just like us and they just want to laugh and have fun. They're just people, Anyway. So, yeah, those are my favorite. I'll get back to that if the two people that are watching. All right, we're up to 5, but what's your favorite music? I said rock documentary, but we'll just go with music. What's your favorite music documentary? I said The Who, Kids Are All Right, The Beatles Get Back, Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll, Chuck Berry, History of the Eagles. Oh, and The Last Waltz, I believe is what I said. All right, Tuesday Trivia. Complete the lines, cruising and playing the radio with no particular place to go. Andy Pajanos got that right. Who was Prime Minister of the UK throughout the 80s? Andy Pajanos got that. Andrew Fremder did not get that right. He said Jesus. Andrew Pajanos got that right. Margaret Thatcher was the name I'm looking for. Margaret Thatcher. The movie Lady Sings the Blues is about who? Great movie. Starring Diana Ross, who looks fantastic in that movie. Andy Pajanos, you got that one wrong. It is not Etta James. We're looking for Billie Holiday. Billie Holiday. That movie was about Billie Holiday. Who replaced Timothy Dalton as James Bond? Andrew Fremder says blue balls. I have no idea why he says that, but that's what he said. Andy Plagano's got it right. Pierce Brosnan is who we're looking for. Pierce Brosnan. Who was the highest paid child movie star of the 20th century? Andy Plagano's got that one right. Macaulay Culkin. Andy Plaganos has gotten 4 out of 5 correct so far. In the TV show Cheers, Sam Malone was a former Major League pitcher for what team? Andy Plaganos. The Boston Red Sox. Oh, okay. Highest paid movie star actor. Fremder said Michael Jackson. Sorry I yawned there. Did you see that yesterday? My brother yawned into the mic while I was talking to Stuart Marcus. I haven't turned to him. I said, what are you, having a heart attack? I was going to smack him. Freaking, what are you yawning for? And then Stuart Marcus, though, I'm talking to Jason Shapeman, and then he started yawning. I was like, what the? I'm not. Well, I am boring. Today's boring, but yesterday's show was not boring. They shouldn't have been yawning. Mike Tyson reigned as the undisputed world heavyweight champion from 1987 to when? Andy Plaganos, 1990. Andy Plaganos has 7 out of 8 correct. Have any of you guys ever gotten 10 out of 10? I'm thinking Andy may have. What is the meaning of the word limerence? Andy Plaganos says it means to be obsessed. Yeah, okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, Andy. I have a very long description. Very long description. It's the only thing long in my hand. It can be defined as an involuntary state of mind, resulting from a. I'm going to start that again. It can be defined as an involuntary state of mind resulting from a romantic attraction to another person combined with an overwhelming obsessive need to have one's feeling reciprocated. Being obsessed. All right, and the last question. In rural Austria, young women perform a traditional dance wherein they stuff slices of apples in their blank. After the dance is complete, the women go to the man they like and offer him a slice, which is then eaten by him. This practice indicates that the man would always indulge in sexual pleasure. What body part am I looking for? Fremder says 2024. What? I don't know what. Fremder make what? Andy Pagano says panties. Kenny Friedberg, I am part Austrian, by the way. Well, then you should know this. Oh, The Wrecking Crew. Yeah, I don't think I ever saw the whole thing of that, but that was good. The other one, too, about Muscle Shoals, that was a good documentary, too. Yeah, Kenny agrees, the Eagles history. Hired Gun, yeah, that was good. A little too much bashing, in my opinion, but it was good. Very sad when they talk about Doug Stegmeyer's death. Kenny says he's sorry he missed the show yesterday. Go back to YouTube, baby. It's there. Andy Pagano's never 10 out of 10. For you or anybody. I don't think anybody's ever done it, right? Well, Andy Pagano's, you got 8 out of 10 correct today, which is pretty damn good, my friend. Panties was not the answer. In rural Austria, young women perform a traditional dance wherein they stuff slices of apples in their armpit. After the dance is complete, the women go to the man they like and offer him a slice, which is then eaten by the man after it's been in her armpit. Sure, there's worse places it could be. There's better places it could be. But an armpit's still pretty gross. But if this, indicates that the man would always indulge in sexual pleasure, I might consider it. I'm assuming this is like a guarantee. Like, eat this armpit apple. Eat thy apple from thy armpit of girl. Wow, look at that. That's not sweat. That's just the wetness from my deodorant. Yeah, if this is like a guarantee that he's going to have sexual pleasure all the time, then, all right, yeah, I'd probably do it. There you go. Tuesday trivia, Andy Plagianos with a very impressive 8 out of 10. Should we do a trivia one day when he's here on a Friday? Just to make sure he's not looking answers up. Kenny Freeberg likes his answer better. What was your answer? I don't see it. I am part Austrian, by the way. Yeah, I don't see your answer, Kenny. What was it? Yeah, I don't see it at all. What was it? Just the fact that you're Australian? Austrian? Fremder, it looks like somebody ate some apples out of your armpit. Fremder, you barely answered any questions. What the... Do you want passes anyway? Do you want free admission for 2 at McGuire's this weekend? Friday or Saturday? Let me know, and I'll give them your name. That, ladies and gentlemen, is this week's Tuesday Trivia. Hope you enjoyed it. Well done, Andy Plagianos. All right, we're going to get out of here, I guess. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Sorry the show wasn't better. But we had a great show yesterday. Go back and check it out. We have, I would say, 90% of the time the shows here are pretty good. I know that might be a high number, maybe a stretch. 85? Would you guys agree with that? Thursday's going to be great because Brandon will be here. It's always great with Brandon, and I'll try to find maybe another guest or two. Friday, very excited to have Bad Animals in here, the Heart Tribute Band. Tom Cavanaugh, just a great guitarist who's been around the Long Island music scene for a long time. Just to have him in here, I'm very excited about. Yeah, Austin Brooks next Tuesday with Hugh, hopefully. Andy Pajanos, I used to zoom in on trivia a few times. Yes, you did. Yes. Oh, are you suggesting that I should have done that with you today? Yeah, I didn't think of it. I should have asked Jay to come in. I don't know. I didn't do it. I should have. My apologies, Jay. My apologies. So, hi. A cute girl just walked by. I don't know who she is. Fremder, whatever you eat on Thursday, you can just pretend that you love it. Why? Why should I pretend that I love it? Oh, to make Brandon feel good? I do feel bad. And pretty much every Thursday when we go off the air, it's like the first thing I say to him, dude, I'm really sorry, man. I feel bad. Oh, it's all good, Captain. He calls me Captain. It's all good, Captain. You gave it a serious try. That's my Brandon. He's got a good, speaker voice. No, just saying I've done it in real time before. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Andy. You're absolutely right. Yep. Yeah. So Andy has done trivia in real time. But even then, though, when you're Zooming, we just see you like, so we got to do it with Andy. Like, we got to Zoom with Andy where he keeps his hands like this. So we can't see if he's like typing on his phone. I did that a couple of years ago. I was asked to be a participant, a contestant on a Billy Joel trivia thing. And they had it was their second episode. Their first episode had some people, and they had their winner. They were going to have a few, and then all the winners were then going to compete. And so I went in for the second episode. One of the other contestants was Mike Del Giudice, and Mike Del Giudice, who we always talk about in here. He's the the leader of the Billy Joel tribute band Big Shot, and Mike also plays in Billy Joel's band. Tremendous singer. And so we did this thing on Zoom, and Mike, they start this thing, we're all zooming in, and Mike texts me privately. He's like, I am so drunk. He goes, and he goes flat out, he goes, I'm not going to know any of these answers. We had to answer 50 Billy Joel trivia questions. And Mike was drunk, and me being me, I didn't really care. I did apologize after the fact, but I just didn't really care. And plus, Mike was just being so silly that all of his answers, probably like the first 10 questions, like he just answered vagina. So then I started doing it too. And we were answering all these questions like with stupidest answers, and you could see the producers and the host, you could see they were getting frustrated. So then I started to feel bad. So I started, the cute girl is standing outside the door. Does she? Oh, all right. I was about to ask her if she wanted to come in, but she turned around and walked away. So yeah, I started to feel bad about halfway through, so I started answering the questions for real. And I ended up winning. But then they never showed this thing. The first episode, I believe, is on YouTube somewhere. But the second episode, we were so bad that, that they never even showed it. Like they probably deleted it. They probably threw out the file. Like it's gone. So, Andrew Thesaurus, that's funny. I know you don't see it, but I usually answer first, at least on my feed. Yeah, sometimes it comes up first. So anyway, but Mike and I were like texting throughout the whole thing, like we were hiding our hands, and we would like try to give each other answers or help each other out. But I still knew probably like 95% of the questions. Like I didn't really need help, but yeah, we were goofing around. I don't know. These guys did ask about maybe redoing it so it would be better. And we did say, okay, we'll do it. We'll be nice. But it never came back. So there you go. All right. Felix, coming at you on the YouTube channel at 1 o'clock. Let's Eat Long Island and Beyond with Bonnie and Kristen. Hershey and the Keys tonight at 9 on the YouTube channel. Fathering Autism are the guests. Tomorrow, Circling the Drain on the YouTube channel at 7 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, a special bonus Donversations with Don Sill and Austin Brooks. Thursday, I'll be back here with Brandon. Friday, back here with Andy. Bad Animals, Donversations, Friday night at 8 o'clock. And possibly a green room this Saturday night. We're trying to make it happen. Orlando Jones is playing in the main club. Greg Criticos is playing the Giggle Room. So Roy George is a part of that show. Johnny McDonald is a part of that show. Hugh Murray is a part of that show. I wanted to talk to Hugh about that today. Damn it. They got his name wrong on the flyer. It says Hugh Michael. Or Hugh Michaels. I forget. Like I know it's Hugh, right? It's Hugh Michael Murray. No, its name's not Michael. I don't. Yeah, it's Hugh. What is it? Hugh Daniel Murray? I forget. But yeah, it says Hugh Daniels on the flyer. But yeah, so there's a lot of great guys that are going to be around the club that night, and hopefully we can get Orlando Jones himself. But yeah, it'll be cool. So there's going to be some cool people walking around. Don was crazy busy getting ready for his wedding. So hopefully Don and I can get in here Saturday and make that happen. We'll let you know as we figure it out. All right. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Again, if you know anybody that would make a good guest in here, please contact me, and I would love to have them on. Anybody wants to do their own show, contact us on our Facebook page. We'd love to make it happen for you. And please tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Governor's Comedy Club Podcast, because we do bring in some cool guests. We have a lot of fun in here. But it's also a lot of hard work. So we're trying to make some money here. I don't know if we should start a Patreon. That's one of the few things we haven't done in here yet. But we're trying. I do believe, I do believe a lot of our stuff is quality content, and it does. I do believe it deserves to make some money. And I'm not just talking about me or this show. I'm the best. I'm talking about all the shows here. Hershey and the Keegs is great. Let's Eat Long Island. I mean, Felix, just after what he's been through to bring the show back, and he spotlights a lot of great local talent. And I'm not just talking about comedians, talking about, the chefs and everybody. Circling the Drain, those guys are a lot of fun. They cover a lot of cool topics. You got, the Wort show about beer. Steve Squared, they cover a lot of current topics in pop culture. They do a lot of flashbacks and stuff. It's just a fun show. Two nice guys. Joey Petroni is always a lot of fun when he does his show here. Don Sill, what can you say? He's just the best. The Green Room show is always great when we have that in here. So we're always trying to, get some kind of support in here. So we appreciate anything you guys can do. So, all right, I'm rambling. You guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you tonight with Hershey and the Keegs. Enjoy your Wednesday. Knockem Dead returns on Thursday with me and Brandon. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you later.
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
Have a great night or what?
Good. Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what? I had an awesome time. All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah!